I said it's been 16 years, but it could just as easily be my first season here. Over the years, I've often used the phrase that, in a sense, renewing our vows with our marriage to music.
It is a big package of the people that you get to play with, the music that you get to rehearse and perform, the conductors that you get to work with. It's these mountains.
Everybody was saying, once you get there, you'll understand. In 2012, I came here and I caught the bug like everybody else. Once you're here, you're hooked.
I think both our musicians, our guest artists, when they see the opportunity to come here and to have this experience with this particular audience within the walls of Walk Hall, it's an opportunity alone that they don't want to pass up. But then added to that, to have this view, to have the opportunity to be outside and experience everything that we are so lucky and fortunate to have here in Jackson Hole, it just makes it even more special.
I think I've said this in the past. This is a kind of Peter Pan of orchestras. It refuses to grow up because it continues to come back, I mean the players, to be reminded of why they fell in love with music in the first place.
The orchestra has grown immensely with the addition of each new music director. It was really a good orchestra with Ling Tung. It grew when A.G. was the conductor, but it has grown in leaps and bounds now that Donald is the music director. We have tried to introduce new players every year. Even though we have a very little turnover, it's usually just by attrition. We can bring in 3 or 4 new players every year, but those players that we bring are really great new additions to the orchestra.
I can say with great confidence and great enthusiasm that the festival is better than ever. The musicians who continue to come also pay tribute to the fact that we get better and better at this, and that is not designed to sound immodest. I've made music with these musicians for many, many years, and as I said before, these are deep friendships, and the friendship manifests itself in the music. The 60th season, much to celebrate, and not just because it's our 60th season, but because it really has coincided with a world that has changed.
This season has been extraordinary in so many ways. It's not only been a recentering, a refocusing on what this festival has been for the past 59 seasons, focusing on the festival orchestra in Walk Hall, but also an expansion of us meaning more to more people in this community than ever before. The pandemic required us to think about how we could reach more people, and starting our season off outdoors at the Center for the Arts with our great partners there, and reaching, I think, several thousand over the course of 4 concerts, to running out almost 20 chamber music concerts through GTMF on the road. It's been different than it's ever been before.
At the end of this festival, besides being enormously saddened that it's come to an end, I think we all return to our respective organizations cleansed, inspired, just reminded of what a privilege it is. It's just this singular privilege.
You build relationships here, certainly friends. Everybody who comes here loves to play, is giving really all of themselves in the music. It's where you try to regenerate your batteries for the whole year when you go back home. It's very fulfilling musically and also, quite frankly, soul-wise in many ways.
It really is this family environment, but most importantly, I think it is a commitment to excellence, a commitment to performing the greatest music in one of the greatest orchestras in one of the most unbelievable environments.
There is so much more to come, and that will continue to sustain us until next season, 2022.